Hey guys, what's up? So in this video, I want to do a chat and DIYs. Now, the chat is going to be about my hair journey from childhood till now. And the DIYs, one is going to just be me refashioning my existing satin bonnet that I purchased a while back. I want to remove the elastic and put a much less harsher band on it. And the other one is going to be a deep conditioning protein treatment for my hair. My hair has been lacking love, and I think it's time that I start showing this out, don't you? So, with that said, let's go. The ingredients for the deep conditioning protein is a good old avocado, which I kind of started mashing a bit. 1 egg yolk. I stopped in Pennywise and got all my oils, so I got myself a nice big bottle of extra virgin olive oil, and this wasn't a lot of money. And take it from mommy budget person here. I got me a small bottle of Jamaican black castor oil and also a small bottle of castor oil, and I got all of this in Pennywise for a pretty good price. So I'm just gonna start mashing this and mixing in all my other ingredients, and while I'm doing all of this, I'm gonna share my little hair story with you guys. So when I was younger, you know, my mom used to comb my hair in some cornrows over the weekend for it to last for the week. So when going to school, she wouldn't have to comb my hair because it was already in cornrows. So I'll just tie it down every night so it will last for the week. The issue with that, people, was it didn't last too long, because after a while my mom got tired of combing hair, or she could not keep up with the combing of my hair. And when I turned, I think it was like 11 or something, 11 or 12, she decided to relax my hair. So my mom went ahead and relaxed my hair because she told herself it would be easier for her to manage with it relaxed. Like it was going to be easier for her to set my hair and call that George. Listen to me. I was all excited about that life because everybody, all my friends, their hair were relaxed and everybody was about that relaxed life. Nobody was about that natural hair life. So I was all excited, pretty excited. And when I turned 19, 20, my mom was like, okay, so now you have a job, you can maintain your own relaxed hair now. You can pay for your own visits to the salon. And I was like, okay, sure, no problem. And yeah, that was the beginning of the end for me for relaxed hair. Because apart from it being super expensive, right, it was disgustingly painful, okay? Because 2 weeks before you went to do your hair, you couldn't scratch, and for some godly reason, like your hair knew you had to relax it just now, so it would just immediately start to scratch, and you couldn't scratch because you would literally get burnt. Your scalp will get burnt. So I had to be fighting the urge to not scratch my hair. Well, here now, that never worked out for me, and every time I went to relax my hair, it was level burn. The next thing I hated about doing my hair was having to sit for a while to let that relaxer sit. And then, once the relaxer sat for a while, and you wash it out, I had to sit down for them to set my hair. Now my hair was thick and long, so it took a good 20 minutes to relax, to set the hair properly. And after setting the hair for so long, I had to sit down underneath a dryer for about an hour to make sure that the hair properly dry. But I used to think the hairdresser used to put me underneath the dryer for an hour because she wanted to see how many people she could have gotten done within that hour before she had to come back again and deal with me. Okay? All of that just drives me crazy. And then after I do all that, I still have to go back a week or 2 weeks after and pay to do a hair treatment to keep my hair well nourished. And I was like, that's too much work and too much money. After a while, I just left my hair. I was like, that's it. I'm growing out my hair natural, people. I am growing out my hair natural. Leave me alone. I don't want any more relaxer. And then after a while, I realized, oh boy, this natural hair thing is hard work because I cannot cornrow. I couldn't cornrow, and I just kept pulling my hair back in one, and I was like, well, this just defeating the whole purpose. So I don't even remember how I found that place. I don't know if somebody recommended it or if I just happened to be hunting looking for somewhere and found it. I can't even remember. But anyway, I found this place and it was a guy. So at first I was a bit skeptical, and then I was like, Ayana, you're better off. You can't do it yourself. So he did my hair. It was all good in the hood. It was all right. I said, okay then, okay, no problem. So I continued going by him. And then one day I just play fast and I say, you know what, I want to color my hair. That was the first time I decided to introduce peroxide to the hair to be able to color it. Here now. It was all good in the hood until things just started going wrong. The hair started to burst up, and then he was like, oh no, you're not maintaining it. Remember, you have to come now for treatments more than ever because I said, but nobody said anything to me. You didn't say this to me. And he nursed it back to health after a little while. And then again, I decided, you know what, I want to put another color in it, and I want to do those nice little curls for it to stay in there for a while. So the guy said, okay, it will be a 2-day process. One day will be to color, the next day will be to do the curls. So I was like, okay, great, nice. Listen to me. You know when you leave the hairdresser and everything just looking on point, and then the next day is like, but what went wrong? Okay, that was my experience. So I colored the hair one day, everything was good. Went back the next day and he was booked up. He was like, oh my gosh, Ayana, I forgot I had you today. I super booked. I have people since whenever. I was like, well then I'll just come back. He's like, no. I'll have the girl right here do your hair. I say, well, I don't really feel comfortable with somebody else dealing with my hair. He's like, no, don't worry, she'll fix you up good, don't worry. I was like, he was like, you know what, let me just tell her what she needs to do. I was like, well, all right. And he went on and he gave her a whole tutorial step by step on what to do with my hair. When she was finished, I looked in the mirror, I was like, yes, my curls nice. I went to bed, woke up in the morning, and the curls literally dropped. The curls dropped. And I was like, what in the how this happened? What went wrong? Now, I couldn't go back by the guy to find out what in the heck happened because I was actually traveling the next day. And I was supposed to go to a wedding. The day of the wedding, when I took the head tie off, I look like one frizzle fowl. You see like how the hair looking here right now? This is how my relaxed hair looked after the curls just went all over the place. 2 days after the person did it. 2 days after the person did it. It looked literally, this is how the hair looked. And I end up going the wedding with my hair in, I think it was like something like this. Something like this. A little neatish, but something like this. It was horrible. And then to make matters worse, as the days went by, the hair was actually bursting up, and I wasn't even aware of that. All in the middle of my hair was completely damaged. The hairline and all, the hair there was like bursting up really bad, and I was freaking out. And my mom was like, okay, come on, I'm taking you by a hairdresser your aunt recommends. And it was from going by that woman, my hair, she revives the hair. But she said to me, Ayana, I have to cut your hair because your hair bursts up real bad in the middle and we need to cut it short. Well, here now, I cried that day. I cried because my hair was being cut. So I real cried. And she nursed the hair back to health. But after a while, I just got fed up. I got fed up of going through burning scalp, treatments after treatments, money after money going down the drain to maintain relaxed hair. And I'm like, this can't be right. I think I damaging my hair more than ever. And so I just decided I'm gonna go natural. And I let my hair grow out for like about 6 months, and then I went back to the same hairdresser and told her, well, listen, I'm ready to go back natural, and this is how much natural hair growth I have thus far. She said, well, to be very honest with you, Ayana, I'm gonna have to cut your hair to the length of where your natural hair is, because if you leave this to grow out, the pieces with the relaxer on it, it's just gonna burst and get a lot more split ends, because it's already had some major split ends already. And we're gonna have to cut it short down. And I was like, again, I cried on the inside because I was like, oh my god, this is going to be a major chop. This is not gonna be like a trim or a little small cut. This was like a big chop. And I told her, okay, I have no choice, go for it. And by the time she finished cut the hair, my hair, it had a little bit of length, but not long enough for anybody to hold it and put it in any kind of cornrow or plait, or even put it in a wiggy. It was just long enough to give a nice kind of froey look, and I could still pin it into like a mohawk. And that was my main hairstyle, mohawks. Back then it was mohawks and just leaving it out and rocking a fro. And after a while I was like, you know what, Ayana, you really need to take care of your hair to help it grow. And here is my mask. So I'm just gonna get myself ready and I'm gonna get ready to put this in. And that is basically my hair story. It went from like it was tragic. It was tragic. From scalp burns with scabs to burst up hair like a frizzle fowl to making a big chop, and now to this. And the thing is, my daughters and their hair is also natural, and I always say to them, do not ever relax your hair. And how can I tell them that if I'm not teaching them how to keep their hair, you know, healthy? So I need to start doing that for myself so that I can teach them how to keep their hair healthy. And I'm going to start off by doing this deep conditioning protein, and everything is ready. So let's get ready to put it. Okay, so I have my little cape. I sectioned off my hair in 4 pieces, and I have my little water spray bottle here to just, I guess, moisturize it a bit and make the spread of the mask a little easier. It's not just soap, just a little spritz soap, right? So I'm just gonna I'm gonna do the front, and my younger daughter is gonna come to do the back for me because she, for some reason, is super excited about playing in this avocado mix. So she will come a little later when the back of the hair needs to be done. So just spritz it the hair. I think that should be it. And let's get started. Okay, so apparently I have to leave this in my hair for an hour. So I'm just gonna clear up my table, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna get into the DIY where I refashion an elastic bonnet, satin bonnet, into a non-elastic satin bonnet. Okay, so this is my elastic satin bonnet. Now I seam ripped the first stitching. Okay, so I successfully removed the elastic. So this is the big piece of fabric that was used to create the satin cap. And what I'm going to do, I don't need all this timidity curly thing hanging on the side, on the edge. So when I am going to add my soft band to it, I'm going to add it to this first stitch row here that she has. Now for my soft band, I'm going to use this piece of legging that I have here. I'm just going to cut it down. I think what I'm going to actually do is use the waistband of this. Alright, so I just finished stitching the band at the length that I need it to be. I tested it, even though my hair is still in this avocado mask, and it's just right. So this is my seam right here. What I'm going to do is actually mark off the midpoints around this, and also mark off the midpoints on the satin fabric. Now that I have all the midpoints marked off, I am going to line it up. So I'm just leaving my headband inside out, and I'm taking my satin material and putting it through the band, right side facing out, and I'm gonna start lining up my midpoints. So the headband is attached to the satin. So I'm just going to go to the machine now, and I'm going to run a stitch around it and stretch while I am stitching, and then I'm going to come back and show you guys the end result. Okay, so I have completed attaching the band, but I'm going to just cut away this excess. Non-elastic cap. It's a little messy because remember I had to I was using a pre-existing, but it's not bad. I like it, and the legging material is very soft, so I know it's going to be pretty soft and nice on my head. So my hair has about 15 more minutes, I think, or probably 20. So I'm just gonna clear up my table, clear my little workspace, and I'm gonna go wash it off, and then I'm gonna come back and show you guys, because as you can see on my face, I'm pretty sleepy as well. So let me go do that. But what I really wanted to show you guys was this. Like, normally when I finish wash my hair, I finger comb it out, right? And normally I will have a set of hair on my fingers. I literally have none. Now it could just be me and all in my head, and it may not be the avocado protein mask as yet working, but listen to me. The fact that nothing came out on my fingers says a lot. I do not comb my hair out with a comb or anything like that when I finish wash it. I dry it with my towel as much as I can, and then I start parting, giving my hair some really messed up parts, Like, here's my satin cap with its new band. So I'm just gonna put this on. Oh, the band is a bit on the thick side. I guess I made the band too thick. I probably could have folded it in half a little more and made it smaller, but that's okay. I can live with this, right? So, because I could still fold it in. Either way, it is still super soft and my hair is still protected by the satin. Hey guys, okay, so this morning I woke up, took the curls out, and I didn't know what to do with my hair. So I'm still in the learning process of maintaining my nice natural hair. So what I did was put it in, comb it out, put some peppermint oil in it, and use this headband wig to keep it in a nice protective style. So this is my hair. As I said, the only thing in it right now is the peppermint oil, and I am loving the way it's feeling. I just don't want to do anything. I don't want to touch it. So I think I'm gonna just keep putting this wig on for a while until I learn how to put it in other protective styles. But for now, this is it.